Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy Sean, the American in Krakow, back in the studio about to do another one of these reaction videos. So today we're going to be checking out another user requested track. This one is going to be again by that rapper Kaan, K.A.A.N, and this time the track is Bars. Let's get it.
Look, now I could write something that's ignorant, presented as immaculate, then package it for people to purchase, digging inside your purses and pockets for profit that I know that you need it. Don't pay your mortgage or no car, don't give them dollars to me. I dominantly attest a system that was set in place for politics. The problem is this shit is archaic, so I'll explain it quick. Of course you need a singular image, then you're excelling. Don't worry about your content, cause hatred is always relevant and prevalent. I'm sure you'll find the proper way to sell the kids and catch them while they're young. They never question your integrity, selectively invaded the market. Your product's average and with money behind it, I promise that you'll be popping up.
Bro, that cadence, his cadence on this. I mean, his lyrics are dope as always, but his cadence, the way he's riding this beat, he's just beating the tires off of it. Like, he is just hitting this beat and just bang, 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 just going and going and going. Man, it's always a little tough to listen to Kaan, I think, sometimes, just because I gotta really turn my ears on, really focus to hear the words, because the cadence he's going to be firing at is pretty rapid. I should have probably checked out a lyrics video instead. Anyway, let's go back.
Prevalent, I'm sure you'll find the proper way to sell the kids and catch them while they're young. They never question your integrity, selectively invaded the market. Your product's average and with money behind it, I promise that you'll be popping.
So he's talking about like how, like, drug dealers, but not drug dealers. He's just talking about maybe industry, or I missed the industry in the beginning portion of that, but how he's there, you know, they're using it to hook kids and influence them and you know, get them influenced or influence the way they develop and they move, you know, with their product. It's just interesting. Like, he's really saying something right now.
They selectively invaded the market. Your product's average and with money behind it, I promise that you'll be popping up. Put you on every blog and that's how you'll gain your respect. When you popular, they assuming you're automatically next in your catalog filled with records that sound exactly the same. It's insane and fucking monotonous. All your music is draining.
Okay, so he's talking about the music industry. He's talking about the artists that all kind of put out the same type of music. They're all kind of following the same kind of cookie cutter process of, you know, do something wild, get some marketing hype behind you, show some big money, and you're going to hook these kids, you're going to hook these people, and then they're just going to follow you through, and then you're going to build up this big collection of music. But what is your music saying? It sounds like that's where he's going with this.
Your catalog filled with records that sound exactly the same. It's insane and fucking monotonous. All your music is draining the energy out my body. It's crazy. I'm trying to take it back to pocket bigger punners. I punish you with these artifacts.
Oh, he's taking it back to Pac, Big, or Pun. Man, he's just shouting out some greats. You know, not only just greats, but greats that were taken away from us way too soon. I am such a big fan. Like, you know, I was there. Like, I was in Brooklyn living my life, doing school, like, you know, at the same time that Big was blowing up, you know. So he was like a real strong hip-hop influence on me. Like, he definitely molded part of the way I look at hip-hop as a fundamental music or a genre. And, you know, comparing to other things, I may or may not like it, even if it was great or dope. Now I look back at certain things, I'm like, why didn't I like that? Because I was so influenced by Big and you know, the music that he was putting out. But Pun, another one, man, lyrical genius, the way he could just flow those words together and just make them seem like one giant never-ending syllable of letters. He was dope. And Pac, come on. Pac had an influence that, I don't know, it's his legacy on the industry is probably not one that's going to be touched by a lot of people. I'm not trying to pick top 5, and I'm not going to get in that argument. I'm not educated enough to, but I just know Pac had left a legacy on the industry and on the genre that is just, it's incredible. Anyway, back to it.
The energy out my body is crazy. I'm trying to take it back to pocket bigger punners. I punish you with these artifacts, relics of what they used to be. Honesty over you, so retake a seat, come and see. I will leave you in disbelief. Now you baffled by by my intelligence, not to mention the cadence, but that's aside from the fact in the state I'm currently stating. Just pay attention to lyrics to see what they really saying. I bet that you would be blown away, wondering what you listen for. As I propose the apropos, oppose and take the higher road, exposing true intentions. They devious and deliberate, deceiving with the statics, the average or recepting, except I'm setting the tempo when tone I take you to tempo lumo.
So again, he's saying, like he's chosen to take the higher road because if you look at what everybody else is doing, they're being deceitful. They're trying to, pull the wool over your eyes. They're trying to get in on you. They're just trying to get your money basically and not give you nothing for it. But if you listen to what he's saying, it's different. Nah, this guy is dope.
As I propose the apropos, oppose and take the higher road, exposing true intentions. They devious and deliberate, deceiving with the statics, the average or recepting, except I'm setting the tempo when tone I take you to tempo. Momentum, let the other brief focus, I dispose a bit, keep this kid in your memory. Mention me, but I need to be better than all my enemies. Never sleep in my mezzanine, wide awake, I refuse to dream. Flow is a methamphetamine, meddling with adrenaline, pedaling, trying to pass them on. I crush a couple laterals, I'm feeling like a junkie, nodding off. I need my second win as I begin to pen is now a part of me, compartmentalize the pain my father caused. It's fuck that simple nigga, what the hell do you know? And apparently I am too stupid and gullible, I could never be in it.
He somehow changed the cadence without changing the cadence. Like the cadence, his delivery is still like, but then within that, he kind of changed the scheme or maybe the internal bit of that. So right now he's talking and he sounds like a lot more like Tretch or someone from Naughty by Nature. Oh man, it's really complex. It's a lot more complex than I would have thought at the beginning of this. But Kaan, I mean, I've already heard, I think, 2 of his tracks, and he's a dope dude. So, I shouldn't have expected anything less. Oh, he's giving my brain a workout. And dude, my guy, change the cadence up. Give me a chance to breathe. Give me a chance to relax. Give me a hook, something. It's just he's just firing.
A simple nigga, what the hell do you know? And apparently I am too stupid and gullible, I could never be anything more than what I am currently. I should probably quit, I'm wasting all my time and I might as well call it off. I guess I need to straighten up and fly right so I can be like my dad who set the perfect example on how you should live. And that's to raise your wife and kids until they no longer speak. Then you come home and cause a hell so that they never see peace. The place that we rested our heads, ever stepped in a war zone with a tyrant that's running rampant and raining on telephone, telling anyone that don't listen that my kids ain't shit. A bunch of worthless motherfuckers and my wife is a bitch. Let's not discuss all of my issues, there's no need to recall the fact I'm a fucking alcoholic that was never involved or took an interest within the children that I helped to create. I live in a delusional world and that's not even my fault. The relationship I have with my kids is the one that I want. I provided and put food on the table, that's all that they needed. Who cares about love or compassion? Ain't no empathy given, that nigga never taught me shit. I learned this all on my own.
So he just spent the last 10 bars, 12 bars talking about the relationship, about not just his relationship, but the way his father was when he was young, which set an example or set a kind of standard of how things were. Hey, I put the food on the table. I do what I got to do. I don't got to worry about none of this other stuff. That's not for me. That's rough. That's tough.
Relationship I have with my kids is the one that I want. I provided and put food on the table, that's all that they needed. Who cares about love or compassion? Ain't no empathy given, that nigga never taught me shit. I learned this all on my own. I was lonely and suicidal way before I was grown. Now my adult years are filled with fears and animosity. I repress my emotions so that they will not affect me. I've done that shit for a minute, but now I think I'm defecting. Reflecting on my regrets, I gotta find a way to deal with them, to get out of the darkness, become a productive citizen. I never run away from my pain, I prefer to live in it, to document my plight and to pick of these perfect sentences.
Can I say also, again, I'm sorry, I keep interrupting this, and this is going to be a long reaction for a 4-minute video, but this is the 3rd track I'm listening to of Kaan's, and I think in each one, he's addressed some form of mental health challenges that he's faced and he's had to deal with and overcome and just move forward from to continue to get to where he is. And, it's awesome. Like, it's just... this track is from 2015. I believe I was listening to stuff from 2014 or even earlier, the first time I heard something from him. And, men's mental health is now a thing, right? And not that it didn't exist before, but talking about it and being able to talk about it and being open about it is not something that was kind of available for men in general for a period of time. It was kind of like, shut up, keep it to yourself, deal with it, suck it up, be a man, that type of attitude towards it. And now it's okay. Not just now, but there's been a trend over the past few years where it's kind of becoming okay to talk about mental health, men having health issues, mental health issues. And this guy talking about it back in and being so open about it, it's just, trend setting. Like, this is well beyond or, well before its time, I believe, from what I was listening to, what I recall from back in 2015 anyway. Crazy. This guy is dope.
Then I never run away from my pain. I prefer to live in it, to document my plight in the pick of these perfect sentences, praying that people feel it. I put my poems in proper pitch. Ain't no need for support. Just believe if I ever make it, that I remember the doubt when nobody wanted to help. Had to get this shit by myself, and I sacrificed all my time, but invested that in the craft. If I broke it down to explain it, you'll see that it's simple math. I continue to bust my asses. I work with a rarer focus, promoted by segregating you derelicts. Demographic reactions to this reality. I attacked and I tackle totalitarian temperament, tentative tendencies, attempted but never attended. Intended to take this metropolis, modernize it, but modestly modify a monotony, mobilize a monopoly.
How did we get from his mental health issues to him dealing with it, to then dealing with more than racism, just the pressures of society, the inequalities, the weight, the roadblocks that has been placed in front of him for being a young black man trying to make it in this world, is what he's trying to say. But like, that transition was so seamless. It's insane.
Intended to take this metropolis, modernize it, but modestly modify a monotony, mobilize a monopoly, making it mortify you. My mind is major and massive. The masses made me a martyr. I managed to use momentum to minimalize opinions maniacally. They were given. I'm ending this on the positive. No, proceed with propriety. Do it without promotion or media notoriety. Never exaggerate how I'm living. It's well below my means. Create a flawless flow for the fakers, the fornicators, forsaken favor. I know that I'd rather really be honest. I'm on a different trajectory, but you would know it near me. I think that I'll speed it up, cause I'm tired of speaking this clearly. I'm messing the flow and they said he could be. So I bet to get as you need. So what do you mean? You singing I'm all in your dreams. That nigga is definitely clean. He painted a picture and given the scene. You're hearing him once he gets into a fiend. You know that I work as a part of the dream. I guess that I struggle with everything, and that was the reason that we created a plan. I'm doing it better than most of these niggas, but no one really understands. I live in the stands. I said that I'm playing my hand, but I don't think giving a chance. A relevant nigga and nigga stands. Yeah.
He just laid out his plan, like what we see of him. People think that he was, people might look at him like he was, influenced or under the influence of things, but nah, he's clean. This is all part of his plan, and this is the trajectory. This guy is spitting. But then to just triple it up on the speed, come on, man. You were already killing it with that cadence already. That was tough. Then you had to kick it up a notch. Give me a break.
Playing my hand, but I don't think giving a chance. A relevant nigga and negative stance. Hey, bitch. Cat mouth ass, bitch. Don't nobody like that shit. It's a notebook on the motherfucking floor. January 12th. This is it. I'm wrapping it the fuck up. 5 tracks, no hooks, or none of that shit. Bars.
Yeah, no hooks.
5 fucking songs, but enough bars for a whole fucking mixtape. You bitch. Tell your mother about it.
Yo, this guy Kaan is tough. It's almost like he's in a cipher by himself. Like, with a cipher, you're just kind of throwing your best lines, your hottest bars. You're just doing what you got to do, repping yourself. And, there's no hook. You're not doing any of that stuff in a cipher. You're just trying to put the best of you out. And it's like he's doing that all the time. And the fact that he did that on such an iconic beat, like, Snoop Dogg's, that's just such a chilled, laid back, like Snoop Dogg is. You just kind of want to vibe to it, but he's just beating it to death with that cadence. Oh, bro. How did I just make a 4-minute song 15 minutes long in a reaction? I'm going to end it right here. Jeez. Thank you guys if you're even still here listening. I'm so sorry this went so long. Hit the like button if you like this type of stuff. Please hit the subscribe. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notify bell to get notified when I post new content up. Check out my moto vlog. Link will be in the description below. Check out my Instagram. Link will be up here somewhere. And hit me up on Instagram or Twitter DMs if you ever need to reach out to me directly, because as much as I love reading all the comments on YouTube, and I really do, and I try to reply as many as I can, if you're trying to reply back or trying to have a conversation with me, it's tough because the way YouTube doesn't really notify on replies. Anyway, thanks y'all. Peace.